Namaskar. Hello and welcome to PGurus channel. I'm your host 𝙒𝙖𝙪. As we get ready for the Fremont City Mayor to issue a proclamation of no to Hinduphobia, I'm going to take you straight to the City Hall where a crowd is gathering. You can probably hear the sounds in the background. Here you go. Here you go. As you can see, all the posters are pointing outwards, which is towards the street. We are seeing a few now that you can make sense of. You can see a lot of blue boards saying yes to 403. But wait, isn't this about saying no to Hinduphobia? Then why are we dragging 403 inside this? That's the whole point. The 403 people, I think the yes 403 people, they are seeing their ground slipping away from under their feet after the Cisco withdrawal, and now with a lot of crackdown on some of the lumpen elements, a lot of things are falling in place and some disgruntled are still here. You can see some of them, they believe that they still should have this discrimination. The United States Constitution prevents discrimination of any sort. It's already enshrined in the United States Constitution. So why this is happening? Well, some people want to make money at the misery of others. That's what I think.
Thank you, 𝙒𝙖𝙪 and PGurus, for covering this.
You're welcome.
Need your support.
You're welcome if you can hear me.
So much going on, but thank you for supporting us.
You can see now people are getting seated and we are getting a fairly good view of the proceedings.
Many of us are seated here, but there's a large number of crowd that is stuck outside because from the opponent side, they're not allowing people to come inside. So this is a 60 capacity room. So most of us have occupied the places here. You see all our women clad in red saris with the bindi. We have Dr. Jhapraji, Riteshji, and everybody else from our community. We have many kids from our community as well. So we have the council members seated over there. And there was enough police security that was present as well. We have our Hindu community members from various counties present here. Say hello to PGurus. Say hello. Somebody should go with her,
So just to make an announcement for those who are speaking this evening, I just want to let you know that because of the space constraints that we have, after you speak, if you want to speak, you must turn in a speaker card. Good evening. I'd like to call the City Council meeting to order for April 18th, 2023. So this is for condemning Hinduphobia and also in recognition of the Hindu American Foundation. So whereas Fremont has welcomed Hindus from across the world and given them freedom to practice Hinduism, and whereas Fremont has greatly benefited from the Hindu Americans through the Vedanta philosophy, Ayurvedic medicine, classical Indian art, dance, music, meditation, yoga, literature, and whereas Fremont Hindu temples, organizations, and individuals actively engage in seva, selfless service, through charity, public service, and free social services. And whereas Hindu Americans have contributed to Fremont's economic vitality, growth, and well-being in business, law, politics, information technology, medicine, and science. And whereas despite their positive contributions, Hindu Americans have been the targets of bullying, discrimination, hate speech, harassment, and hate-motivated crimes. And whereas Hinduphobia it's a set of an antagonistic, destructive, and derogatory attitude and behaviors toward Sanatana Dharma, Hinduism, and Hindus that may manifest its prejudice, fear, or hatred. And whereas 1 out of 3 Hindu American students reported that they've been bullied in school for their religious beliefs. And whereas, according to FBI statistics, anti-Hindu hate crimes are on the rise. And whereas the people of Fremont actively dedicate themselves to the principles of human rights, individual freedom, equal protection under the laws of a just and democratic society, and to remain vigilant against hatred and persecution. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the City Council of the City of Fremont does hereby recognize Hindu American Foundation for their advocacy in educating the public about Hindu and Hinduism and their support for ensuring the well-being of all people and the planet. Thank you.
There you go. That was the proclamation against Hinduphobia. And I hope you all liked this short video of ours. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, Mayor May, Vice Mayor, and City Council members. We really appreciate this honor. It's an important step for our community here in Fremont. As a native of Fremont, I'm very proud that our city is standing together today to condemn hate, whether it's Hinduphobia or any other hate. And I'm here not just as a representative of the Hindu American Foundation, but on behalf of the entire Hindu American community who's gathered here today. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. And all the wonderful organizations, 𝙒𝙧𝙤𝙦 International, KONA, HSS, Fremont Hindu Temple, Americans for Hindus, and many others. We really applaud the efforts in coming on this very chilly evening, actually, and standing out and braving the cold. And thank you again to Fremont for recognizing that hate will not be tolerated in our city, and we stand united in combating Hinduphobia and other forms of hate. I just wanted to quickly mention Dr. Jabbar, who's been a longtime leader here and done so much for the community, Rakhi Asrani from 𝙒𝙧𝙤𝙦 International, and a very special guest, Krishnan Iyer. I don't know how many of you remember the hate incident that happened at Taco Bell last year in Fremont. Well, Krishnan, unfortunately, was a victim of that hate crime. And we're so proud of him and for standing up and braving through that. And he's been a voice for our community. So thank you so much, Krishnan, for being here to represent all the victims of hate crimes and Hinduphobia. Thank you very much.
Thank you one more time, Mayor Lily May and all the council members for recognizing this problem, a critical issue, Hinduphobia. We would urge you to not just be aware of it, but address it further, see how we can have the solutions. You know, the hate has been against many, many communities. It's not just the Hindus, but unfortunately right now it's in rampant. And also I would request the law enforcement bodies to get the training, be aware of it, and try to come up with how to address it once it happens. I think we see some lacks in there. So there are a lot of issues. We'll be working with you. We're willing to work as organizations with you folks and many other civic and elected bodies out there. County, we have worked with district attorney as well. We're working with FBI and many other bodies out there. And we would urge one more time, and thank you very, very much for making aware of this Hinduphobia. Thank you, thank you, thank you.